Alrighty then. We are back. See, told you it wasn't going to be super long. But anyways, howdy folks, and welcome on back to the Flying T-Bar C. So, it is time for us to be diving on into Throwback Thursday, where I play some golden oldies from my childhood or yours. Um, that means we're currently playing some Resonance of Fate, because it's probably considered a golden oldie nowadays. But yeah, we're doing Resonance of Fate. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be kind of a grind fest today, though, because when you get to Chapter 6, the arena suddenly goes from being like, oh, you unlock 2 tiers for the arena. Oh, you unlock another 2 tiers for the arena. In this one, it goes all the way down to like they add like 10 tiers to the arena or more. It's kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie. So it is very much a thing that we are going to have to deal with. So we're gonna be doing all the arena stuff. There's also some bonus fights and shit like that along the world map that we're gonna be doing all that stuff for as well. And yeah, so it's just all sorts of bonus extra shit before we finish out Chapter 6, because we already did the story for it. However, as always, folks, if you guys enjoy my streams, you enjoy my content, hell, maybe you just enjoy my dulcet tones, you can check me out over on YouTube, Twitter, and Blue Sky. YouTube is the archive where you guys could find over 70 plus different playthroughs of all sorts of different games. Whether you want to check out tips and tricks, builds for certain games, or just watch me bash my head into the wall until I finally win, YouTube is the place for you. Twitter and Blue Sky, on the other hand, are where you guys can find any announcements involving the stream, things such as when I'm going live, what games I'm playing, and what days I'm playing those games. So go like, follow, or blah, 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 blah. However, if you want to support me outside of the stream in some way, shape, or form, you guys can check me out over on Ko-Fi and Throne. They're a new addition to the whole social thing. And yeah, you can go find all that stuff over there. So go like, follow, and if you think I want a subscription, well, I ain't gonna say no. All I ask is that you all take care of yourselves before you try taking care of me. So, what do you say we go ahead and we get on into that arena grind here, shall we? So now we click this button and then click that button and that button. Oh, the joy. And sadly, the arena fights that we're currently on are kind of like up-to-date enemies, so I can't exactly like use it as a great level up opportunity. Which, yes, kinda sucks. I wanted to check out my money situation, so we got like 50,000 now. I've got some silver and gold I can sell. Got some good amount of quality meat. And we do gotta get way more of all this shit, so we're in for a long time of getting some stuff done. Basically what it's gonna come down to. So see, like, it was like, oh, you unlock, 9 and 10, 11 and 12. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you unlock 13 through 23.
than the last bunch.
Don't blink or you'll miss it. Don't move a muscle. Too late for regrets. Would have killed him. Nice for us.
Smackdowns are pretty awesome though. Ow! Leave Leanne alone! You fuckheads. Okay, so that's one big bastard down. Ow. Not good.
It's all about having the right tool for the job. Don't blink or you'll miss it. You're hard to miss. That was your last mistake. Too late for regrets.
Shit. Well, shit. That hasn't happened very often in the game.
Poor unlucky bastards.
Let's throw these hollow points on.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle. You're hard to miss. Too late. Don't move a muscle.
God damn it, man. I really, really hate dwell hests. Jumbo pixies, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Getting stronger every day. Oh, yeah. So long. You're going down. Won't take that line down. How's this? Game over. I'm gonna blow you away. Don't move.
Damn it.
You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
You want some more? Nothing like death to make you feel alive. Time to die.
Alright, not that big of a deal now.
I won't take that line down. How's this? You're going down.
Perfect.
right?
Getting some good quality meat and getting all sorts of other stuff going. We doing good. We making that money.
Poor unlucky bastards.
Yeah, poor unlucky bastards indeed. Alright, after this, we're going to go buy a very specific accessory. I'm getting real annoyed about some stupid shit right now.
You shouldn't make fun. Now we're talking. Swim in your own blood. You picked a fight with the wrong girl. You're going down. There. How about this? That is better than. You shouldn't make fun. Oh yeah. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the spot. Game over.
Okay.
You picked a fight with the wrong girl. Now we're talking. You're going down. How about this? There.
You don't want eat this.
You shouldn't make fun.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
And boom.
How many rounds you go through taking that one down, Zephyr?
Screw you, Vacheron. Going to assume, but if you're here and you can hear me, Gravy, how the hell? So, what were these big sales about that you got? Fuck your law around here. Right, I forgot to do that.
Now we're talking.
Too slow. Time to die.
You shouldn't make fun. Oh yeah. You picked a fight. So long. How about this?
Howdy there, Gravy. There you are.
You a trick or two.
Shit.
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
So I gotta ask, what were these two big old mega sales about? Time for you to do some bragging there, buddy.
Don't move a muscle. You want some of this? Too late for regrets. That was your last mistake.
There we go. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle.
Home runs. So
Slacking off.
you sell the boots, the footbeds, and moisture wicking socks, and if you're lucky, a boot care product. I had 2 of those today. Very nice. I'm going to assume that that's a nice big old commission for your pocket when you get those home run sales. I don't get a commission. That kind of sucks, but at the same time, that's also good because then you're not relying on commission to make your stuff. Like you put your time in and do your job, which is nice. So Give me these fucking auto triggers.
Come again.
There we go. Now I don't have to worry about trying to fucking get my shots off before the hero action ends, because the freaking auto trigger will do the shit for me. I've had a few times where people have tipped me, but I'm reluctant to take them. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't say no to the tip. Just so long as it doesn't get you in trouble. Like my job, I'm technically not supposed to accept tips, so I have to turn tips down, which sucks.
You came to the wrong place. We're the dregs of the dregs. You won't find a deadlier spot in all of Basel.
Really? You locked onto a mine, only for the mine to then disappear? I don't think there is really a policy on it. Oh, well then, there you go. Say at that point, hey man, you did your job good enough that they thought you deserve a tip.
And scratch.
Good customer service is hard to come by. You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
That's right.
I like to think I'm pretty good at my job, but I will also fully admit to being kind of a shitter sometimes.
Fallen enemies and forgotten.
God damn it, man. Fuck. No one can go 100% of the time. I've had plenty of bad days where I sucked at my job. You're, again, not wrong. Yeah.
You came to the wrong
Uh,
the trace. You'll find it
I can't wait till I can go get the other submachine gun.
I'm gonna blow you away. Game over.
see right through you. You gotta sit back and take it. Hold that thought. Drop from the weed. You got that's the law out here.
Bastard.
There. I hope it's
However, now we're... Alright, let's go shave Vacheron from that dog.
don't move a muscle.
And scratch.
Come on, hit. He's better than you deserve.
Alright, jerkwad, you're going down.
I see you. This the spot. How about this? Now we're talking. Lousy skull. Come on, hit. You picked up. There.
Dirt.
You want some more? Quit wasting my time.
There we go.
How about this? Now we're talking.
Alright, Vacheron, just finish it off. Cha-ching.
Sayonara.
So see, when we got to chapter 6 last time, Gravy, It had unlocked all of this stuff for the arena. Instead of being like, oh, here's another 2 fights, here's another 2 fights, they had like 10 fights in on that chapter for some reason. And then to unlock the next one, we have to do 4 of the previous ranks. So to get 15, we have to do 4. We have to get 4 wins and rank 14. Howdy there, Linner. How's things going, fella? We are currently doing that arena grind. Ah, not too bad. God damn it. You know what? Fuck this.
We just need a chance to regroup.
Yeah, overall, it's just... We hit the first chapter where they add a fuck ton of arena stuff in. So now we have to do all of this.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last bunch.
Alright, doggo.
And scratch.
How about this? Oh, yeah! Now we're talking.
I mean, overall, it's been pretty productive today, though, so far.
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
Made some good progress in Crescent on the FF stream earlier. We did get the true ending for Sea of Stars yesterday. Yep, so we're going to be diving into the DLC next time. Disgaea, I've gotten to the point where I can do Cave of Ordeals Floor 3 again pretty consistently. So the grind is going real fast now. I literally took all my guys from like level 200 to level 400 in, you know, a good stream session, or a good grind session after stream.
How about this?
So I'm kind of thinking, like on Saturday, because of being able to do the grind, we might do one whole stream for grinding, and then
Think you're messing with me. You want some of this? I can read your every move.
next week it'll be like we'll try to do bonus stuff on one stream, and then we'll finish out this guy at one. Like,
Straight to hell. Game over.
Oh, yeah! You picked a fight.
yes, and then I can move on to 2.
Now we're talking.
which will be nice.
Made that a real pro champion. Don't blink or you'll miss it. I'm on a roll. This is it. Nicer for us.
I am totally bullying this guy.
Too slow.
How about this?
Ta-da!
Not bad for a job. Personally,
I'm especially excited to move on with that particular series. Because like we've talked about how the grind gets easier. But the biggest reason is because of the fact that I looked at my playtime for Disgaea 1, and if you take all the off-stream grinding and all of that stuff, I am now currently at 242 hours on Disgaea 1. That is insane. Like, I did not realize I had put that much time into Disgaea 1, to be perfectly honest.
Don't get too crazy, okay?
Ooh. Ooh.
it's all about having the right tool for the. It's all about having the right tool for the job. I can read your every move. That was your last mistake. I see right through you.
Incendiary rounds.
Time to die. I'm working here. Take this.
You shouldn't make fun of me. How's this? Won't take that. Lousy skull.
Oh yeah.
Too late for regrets.
Bonk.
You're hard to miss.
Bonk.
This is it.
Bonk.
You gotta sit back and take it.
Here goes. Take that.
How about this?
Keep this up. We should.
Yes, yes, give me all those valuables. All of the quality meat, all of the silver chips, all of the chips. Give them all to me.
Poor unlucky bastards.
Alright, time to try to do some on the fly shit.
I see you. Eat some of this. You want some more?
Set all the fuckers on fire.
Oh yeah! You're going down. Something useful. So long.
Who do you think you're messing with?
Boom!
Would it kill them to leave something a little nicer for us? You want some of this?
Don't move! I'm gonna blow
You picked a fight.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching. And cha-ching.
Class act, start to finish.
That's right. That's right.
Hey there.
See, we'll be able to get at least another 20 things of armor piercing rounds probably by the end of this. If not more.
You want me on offense or
Ugh.
The end goes both ways. Good to know.
Hey, save it, why don't you?
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
Are these technically machines? Or bio? And I'm gonna try going for some craziness. Oh, score! Literally cannot ask for better than that.
If you're gonna point a gun at someone, make sure you know who you're dealing with.
Alright, we are making progress. Doing the stuff. Doing the things.
I might not be the best, but I've made it this far.
Not wasting armor piercing rounds though.
How much more? Is it? Too slow.
Now we're talking. Oh yeah! How about this? So long. You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
Gotcha, bitch.
That was your mistake. Don't move a muscle. You want some of this? You gotta be kidding.
Gonna have to make some more freaking Molotovs.
I hope it's something useful. Oh yeah! So long. You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
Gotta be kidding me. Who do you think you're messing with? You want some of this? That was
Oh no, you don't. Go away, Brownie.
Not hit. I'm just happy to be keeping up. Let's not get too crazy, okay?
That was your last mistake. Too late. Too late for regrets.
I'm gonna blow you away. Game over.
Yoink.
How about this? You picked a fight with the wrong girl. Not hit. Now we're
How much more does she want? You're going down.
Perfecto mundo.
Oh yeah! How about this? You picked a fight with the wrong girl. So long. Not hit. Now we're talking.
It's all about having the right tool for the job. I can read your every move. You're hard at this.
Cha-ching.
It'll get easier, right?
Kind of, Leanne. It will kind of get easier.
You want me on offense or defense?
Leanne goes both ways. Good to know.
Hey, save it, why don't you? I see you. Time to die. Too slow.
It's all about having the right tool for the job. I can read your every move. This is it.
I'm not trying to kill you, Zephyr, but you are in kind of a shitty location.
You picked a fight with oh yeah!
Just a scratch. Here goes.
Boom.
So long. How about this? Now we're talking.
Come on. Kill the dog. Kill the dog. You have other targets I want you to shoot.
Put me and Zephyr to ship. It's all about having the right tool. One kills and leaves something a little.
Time to find some new playmates.
E. Alright, what do we got here?
This shouldn't take long.
Hollow point rounds will work.
Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Who do you think you're messing with? There we go. Hard but no bite.
Alright, Leanne, fuck him up.
Drop from the wing. That's the always have to light my enemy's pockets. I can read your every move. I see right through you.
You're gonna swim in your own blood.
And scratch.
There.
I feel the heat.
You want some more?
Drop from the wing. That's the
Oh yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Boom shakalaka. Fuck you, you little gremlin motherfucker.
How's this?
Yeah, just the way I likes it.
We are getting some good shit though. Real good shit. And I like it. I like it a lot. Got lots of hexes built up now. Getting some more green hexes, which will be super nice. I need some of those dark purple ones. Not to mention we're getting stuff to sell. We had 44 quality meats before we came in here. We've already doubled that amount almost. Ooh. We also have the unknown materials, which sell for a lot. Plus we got all these, like, we're gonna have a lot of money here pretty soon. Which means we can then do more gun customization. Because there's a lot of barrel bullshit that we have to do.
Do this just like all the rest, and everything will be fine.
Here goes.
Did I really just double that? I don't know how I did that, but I did.
You picked a fight. You're going down. I hope it's something useful.
Like, and it was definitely one of those things where it's like, that was a total accident.
I see right through you. I can read your every move. You want some of
That's right. Keep getting those smackdowns, Vacheron.
who do you think you're
Put the smackdown on him.
robbed from the weak? That's the
Come on, hit. How about this? You picked a fight. You're going down.
Gotcha, bitch. Fuck your shiny bullshit. Wanna be fake ass golem?
You want some of this? I can read your every move. That's right.
And time for the doubles.
I wish I could have seen what it's like up
I can do better than that.
Wait a second. This isn't Final Fantasy 14. No, no, it's not, Kai. This is Resonance of Fate. I don't know if you've ever played this one. I know Lunar has, but I don't know if you ever have. Refresh the page, Kai, because I have changed the title. Yeah, looking at my stream manager thing, I've got the Resonance of Fate title up. No, do it for me. No, Kai. You have to do it yourself. You're a big boy. Why do I have a feeling you've been drinking?
move a muscle.
Alright, hold on. Talk shit, get ripped. Oh. You didn't tell me if I'm wrong or not, though. Alright. Push-ups, crunches, squats. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, that was my knee. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. You're always wrong. Bullshit. I'm right more often than not. Oh man. You get that D&D stuff? I'm gonna buy the first couple books after stream, actually. I had to wait for my paycheck to actually hit the bank account first. Thank you for letting me whip my whistle, and Kai, thanks for letting me get the kinks out. The fuck? Well, hi there, Plex. It's been a while. Also, wait, did you... You did a thing, didn't you? Question... Of course you would agree with Kai. I'm also assuming you dropped a Prime sub, maybe? Because I see my sub count went up, but it looks like the alert thing didn't go off again. Mama Plexi, he's talking shit. What up? I know, right? Of course I'm talking shit. It wouldn't be me without talking shit. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. That's right, Kai. You run and tell your mama, you tattletale.
And scrap.
Well, thank you, Plexi. I do appreciate it. Oh, well, thank you for letting me stretch again there, Plexi. I have a feeling that might have been a misclick, but thank you. I'm actually stretching out the shoulders really well. Oh, that was my back. That felt great though. So what does the 1500 point workout get me? So that is when I run through a full set of a workout where I do 10 push-ups, 20 crunches, and 15 squats. So, yeah, the working at the kinks, that's just a stretch one. You know, kind of like how Whip My Whistle is a hydrate, but I was like, you know what? No, those are boring. That sounds boring. I want to throw my own spin on things.
You're going down. There.
He says he can do 5 sets of workouts back to back. Excuse the fuck out of you. Do not be putting words in my mouth. You pain in the ass. I mean, actually, I don't even think you can do that because I think I have it limited to 3 per stream. And who knows? Maybe I'll up the limit now that we've got more people tuning in. He said he hates himself enough that he'll do it. No, Kai. You're projecting, Kai. You are projecting. I do not hate myself like that. Alright, Luner's got another one. Yeah! There you go, Lunar. I don't hate me. I hate others around me. I don't know, Kai. I don't know. I don't know why you're being so mean to me all of a sudden, though. Is it just because Plexi here? Huh? Is that it? I think you're pretty chill, actually. I guess you are. I guess you're pretty chill.
Hey, listen.
That's right, Kai. Plexi. So, Plexi, if you want, I'll give you a rundown on what all the things do. Unless you just want to discover for yourself. I was hanging out with other friends and we bully each other. It's not you, it's them, I swear, Grinder. Dude, we bully each other all the time. It's fine. It's fine. Laugh my ass off. Kai, what are you bringing Saturday? Ooh, what's going on Saturday? Wait. Is Saturday... Is there a baby's birthday?
You're going down. Not it.
I mean, it sounds like a potluck.
There.
I thought it was Friday. No, it's Saturday. I'm gonna bring steak and potatoes. My man Lunar. Gotta have them meat and taters. And Kai's like, fuck! Well, Kai, you better get to figuring out what you're doing. It hasn't been a year. She was born in October.
Personally, I could use a little more thrill.
Oh, what? No way. There is no way that baby is only 6 months old. Or October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 7. She's only 7 months? That's ridiculous. No, you gotta come. Oh, Lord. She's well, almost 8 months. I was close enough.
Hey there.
Oh, God, Kai. Gross. You're gross. Well, so what's this potluck for then? I want to know what the potluck's for. Like, by God, if everyone's bringing food, it better be important.
Do this just like all the rest, and everything will be fine.
Just to get together? I mean, that's important enough.
You're going down. We'll take that line down.
Haven't seen the group in a hot minute. That's fair. That's fair. Glad you guys are gonna have your friends together and stuff. She's been trying to get up on her knees lately and trying to do the armor crawl, so probably gotta get the playpen out soon. Yes! Yes, Mini Plexi! You are about to be mobile And life will be so much funner for you.
That was your You're hard to miss. I can read your You want some of it? Hold that thought.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Yep, I'm bringing white girl dessert. Starbucks? Oh, come on. Why did I know it was going to lead to pumpkin spice? Come on. Maybe some watermelon. Now see, watermelon's in season. Like, this is the time to have watermelon. So this is understandable. But not pumpkin spice.
So long.
Money and scrap.
Like, if you're gonna do a pumpkin spice cheesecake, you may as well just bring a damn pumpkin pie.
Mark but no bite.
I'm sure there would be plenty of chocolate desserts and shit, so gotta be different. You know, alright. I'll give you points on that part. You know, you're trying to be different.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle. There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle. Too late.
Besides, every time Travis has a work thingy, they request that sucker. Not the same.
Who do you think you're messing with?
So you're telling me that all of his coworkers are addicted to your pumpkin spice cheesecake?
Don't move.
There we go. Now we're gonna get some multi-kills.
You're going down.
Boom!
Take that line down. You picked a fight with the wrong.
Come on, blow his hat off. There we go.
Oh yeah.
He's the baker in this relationship. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You do spicy food. You do that stuff. He can be the baker.
You want some of this? Too late. That was your last mistake. Always happen to like this.
Okay, let's take care of this guy.
Is that all you got?
Hot take. Cloud or Squall, who's the bigger edgelord? Oh. I'm gonna say Cloud. Cloud is the bigger edgelord because Cloud tries to be an edgelord. Because, obviously his whole head is all fucked up and everything, and that's a huge part of the reason why he acts the way he acts. But at the same time, he, is trying to be that way even before his head gets all fucked up. It's why he's all embarrassed about the fact that he's not first class yet when he goes back to Nibelheim and all that. He is the bigger edgelord. Squall, on the other hand, Squall has like legitimate reasons and issues where he tries to keep people away at like arm's length because of all of that. So Cloud is most definitely the bigger edgelord because he's pretending to be an edgelord. Not to mention, Lexi's also right. Like, Squall has his character development and he does open up by the end of the game. And is much better that way. You look at Cloud from FF7 all the way through the end of Advent Children, and he is still trying to be an edgelord. He only opens up for the pistol. I mean, but Lunar, that's what most guys open up for. Like, that just makes Cloud a normal dude.
That was assisted suicide.
Or not Cloud. Squall. It just makes Squall a normal dude. Crap. I'm getting names mixed up now. Okay, what about Cloud or Lightning? Cloud. Cloud is still the bigger edgelord. Lightning is bitchy, wrapped in a very fine layer of kind of edgelord. But let's face it, most of Final Fantasy 13, Lightning spends most of it just being a bitch. Like, she's not being an edgelord, she's just being a bitch. The irony, yes. Look, I like Lightning. Like, once Lightning gets real character development, I really like Lightning as a character. But until she gets to that point, she is fucking infuriating. But to be perfectly honest, most of the cast of 13 is fucking infuriating. Like, the only character I don't have issues with is quite literally like, the only character I don't have issues with, and even then I do have small issues with him, is Snow. Snow is very irritating in the fact that he's so gung-ho about it, but the fact that literally nobody else even considers his idea to be a real possibility fucking infuriates me, especially because Snow ends up being right. Which is the craziest part. Not as infuriating as Vanille's accent. Like, goddamn, pick one, you are not wrong. Say, she does kind of flash back and forth between like 3 of them. If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played 13.
I might not be the best, but I've made it this far.
But I will definitely say, like, obviously, hands down, the most annoying and irritating character in all of 13 is Hope. By far. Alright, you know what? Scratch that. There's one other character that I do not have those type of issues with. And that's Saz. Like, for the most part, Saz is like a very likable character most of the time. Does he have some minor moments here and there? Yes. Saz is Papa. He does Papa stuff. Exactly. Like, I don't agree with all of his decisions and thought processes, but they all make sense for his character. Because his whole shtick is, I'm going to defend my son. I'm going to save my son. Don't you do it, Leanne. Oh god, we gotta get Vacheron moved. Son of a bitch. The thing happened.
I'll remember this. I'll remember this.
This might end badly. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. God damn you. Yep, we might actually be fucked. Yep, there it was. And honestly, now that I think about it, those are really the only three, like, edgelord characters, really.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
But those are really the only three, like, edgelord made characters, huh? Is Cloud, Squall, and Lightning. No, there's... I don't think Terra's really edgelordy. She goes from basically being a doll to, you know, she discovers about herself, and as she starts to learn how to be a person, she also develops her personality at the same time. So I wouldn't call her an edgelord at all. Cecil, on the other hand, Dark Knight Cecil specifically, kind of an edgelord.
I'm not much for backing down from a fight.
Alright, we're gonna focus on killing a little dude first. She has the best reason though? No, for sure. Like, if she would have turned out more edgelord, she would have definitely had the best reason of most of the FF characters to be an edgelord. Firion for FF2. Honestly, he's just more stoic than anything, in my opinion. Not edgelordy, just stoic. Like, he's just driven. I never played FF3 with actual characters. So the one with Lunith, Ark, and all them. So I can't make any assumptions there. Or Cecil is kind of an edgelord. But at the same time, there's also Kane, who is very much the edgelord of that game. Oh god, yeah. 5. There is not a single edgy character in 5 unless you count X-Death himself. Bart's is plucky as fuck. Ferris is a pirate, not an edgelord. Gallup's just an old fuddy-duddy half the time.
How about this? Come on, hit. You picked a fight with
Yes, Kane is ridiculous though. And what's even worse is he's still ridiculous in the sequel. Like, I did play, when I played After Years, like, Kane is still kind of a ridiculously edgelord character. It's kind of infuriating. Um, 10. Well, obviously Titus is not an edgelord. And yes, it's Titus, not Titus. I don't care what anyone says. Kai said Seymour. Yeah, obviously Seymour is a fucking edgelord for sure. The cringest of edgelords, in fact. Actually, I mean, maybe kind of an edgelord, but honestly, he just strikes me more as a rich fuckhead. Like, I don't even really get edgy from him. I just get rich fuckhead. Like, I've got money and no one's never told me no before. Like, it's not edgy until, like, you get to the whole, like... Yeah. Like, there's parts where he does come across as, like, trying to, like, edgelordish. But yeah, like, spoiled as fuck with mama problems. Exactly, Kai. Like, I don't really get the other part of it very much. Honestly, parent problems in general, because obviously he had daddy issues too. Trying to think really quick.
Pick a target, kill, repeat.
Like, obviously, aesthetic-wise, you kind of want to maybe say Lulu is an edgelord, almost. Kind of. But even then, not really. Orin is not an edgelord. He's just grizzled veteran, and that's different. I don't, like, unless you're gonna count Seymour as an edgelord, I would not call anybody in 10 an edgelord. Yes, if we're going by party members only, Amaranth is totally the edgelord in Final Fantasy IX. Especially because he has no reason to try to be an edgelord. Like, there's no real background reason, because he doesn't really care about his bandit clan and shit. Like, he's just trying to be tough and cool.
At least you'll die together.
Gotta get ready for bed, stream well grinder, and I guess chat. Alright, Kai, have yourself a good night. Make sure you get ready to go do the stuff. Enjoy your guys' potluck tomorrow, Saturday. Saturday. Not Friday, Saturday. Here I am, almost.
Don't blink or you'll miss.
Sephiroth, biggest edgelord? I mean, yes. I'm not gonna say no. But at the same time, I will fully say that I like when you have all of the information from Crisis Core and stuff, it makes a lot more sense on why Sephiroth acts the way that Sephiroth does. So, I will agree that Sephiroth is an edgelord, but at the same time, kinda like Squall, it's not exactly all his choice that he's being an edgelord. Because, I mean, can you really expect anybody or anything raised by Hojo to be any better than Sephiroth?
It'll get easier, right?
Yeah, valid crash out. Alright, I will totally agree with you there, Lunar. Red 13 is totally an edgelord at first. Like, legitimately, Red 13 is totally an edgelord. He's totally as a teenager trying to act cool all the time. Puppy disguised as Edgelord, yes. Aerith was raised... Hang on. Why? I still don't understand why the auto mod mods the shit that it mods half the time. Like, we've literally been popping Edgelord off constantly, but for some reason, it flagged that one. But moving on. Aerith was raised by Hojo, I meant. Well, yeah, but it wasn't the only thing that she knew. Because, obviously, she remembers Professor Gast with... Oh, she might not remember Professor Gast, but if Falna was obviously an influence, like, it wasn't only Hojo, and so she leaned into, like, what she learned from her mother. Then on top of that, if Falna and her escaped when Aerith was, like, what? 6? Of course, she was raised by the planet mostly. I mean, you're not wrong there. Like, that would have also definitely been a thing. That would have been kind of interesting. Like, imagine getting life lessons from ghosts all the time. It's kind of a miracle she didn't turn out fucking all fucked up. But Sephiroth just snapped and was like, yeah, F y'all. Gonna just take it out of Shinra easily. So I still have a prevalent theory that by the time Sephiroth has his crash out, that I think the Genova was starting to actually influence him in other ways. Like, in that moment where he was on that ledge of, he could have just destroyed Shinra instead of trying to tank the whole planet and whatnot, that I feel like Genova, through the Genova cells, pushed him in a certain direction. Automod, it's okay. Like, I swear to, like, I'm going back to the chat. So, biggest edgelord. I want to see how many times we freaking said edgelord in chat before. Okay, so really there's only 2 messages with edgelord in it before they started getting flagged. But still, that's 2 messages that had edgelord in it. Oh, Genesis? I'm a Genesis fan. I really am. I think Genesis is cool. But yes, I have to fully admit that he is the biggest, most dramatic drama queen edgelord to exist. Like, it's the only part. I think I'm gonna have to say that Genesis is worse. Because at least at one point in time, Cain has the excuse of, like, I have dark magic affecting my brain and stuff. Genesis doesn't have that excuse. I mean, Genesis never had any sort of manipulation from Genova or anything like that. He just had his total crash out, and that's it. Which, now that we're on Final Fantasy VII, I'm not gonna lie, if I don't fucking see Angeal in Genesis in Rebirth somehow, or Reunion, I'm gonna be upset. Well, Zack was, so there's exactly, so number one, like, Zack is prevalent in somehow still drifting through timelines and shit, and that's awesome. And I love it, and I hope we end up with Zack being alive. I don't care if it's in the canon timeline. I just want him and Aerith to get a happy ending that isn't involving them being dead. With Genesis, because of the Yuffie DLC, like, that all dives into the Dirge of Cerberus stuff, where they talk about Project G, which is Project Genesis. So, I better fucking see some Genesis shit at some point. Which, honestly, I think the Yuffie DLC with Scarlet's, like, super soldiers and all that shit, I can't remember what they're called, the Underground, maybe? I can't remember what the unit is called. But I think that's how they're gonna make Wutai, like, prevalent and more canon. Considering in the original game, Wutai is, like, totally optional. Deep Ground. They're called the Deep Ground. That's right. Now, as far as Angeal, I mean, if we've already got Zack dropping in and out of timelines and shit, who's to say we can't have Angeal drop in and out of timelines? Just saying. Like, what if Genesis and Angeal pop up in, you know, some live stream s fight and are like gonna bitch slap Sephiroth because he's being a dumbass? I mean, I want to see it personally. Is it totally corny? Yes. Is it gonna have to be railroaded and probably super not organic to the storytelling? Probably yes. Genesis has a touch of the tism. Again, you're not wrong. I mean, Sisane did. She wasn't in the original. No, you are totally right there. Like, Sisane being in Gongaga and watching over Zack's parents is fantastic. And I actually really, really liked that. So, I'm hoping that we're still going to get more Crisis Core worked into it. Like that's what I'm really hoping on here. And who knows? Maybe we can get some kind of huge party fight where all of the quote-unquote first-class soldiers fight off against, like, the real form of Genova. Like, now I'm diving real off into fanboy territory. Like, you know, just to spitball a quick idea, you sit there and you're like, hey, why don't we have Angeal, like, dropping through timelines like Zack, and then Genesis pops up because Project G is a thing, and they all bitch slap Sephiroth, and get him to wake the fuck up and realize, wow, I've been a fucking dumbass. I'm not gonna let Genova control me anymore. And then Zack drops in, and then you've already got Cloud there. And so then you've got all 5 of the quote-unquote first-class soldiers just ready to fucking take out Genova in the live stream. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen was in Rebirth, so why not Angeal? Exactly.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last bunch.
Oh! We have to fight Bigfoot multiple times, apparently. Biggs looks so much like him, it's crazy. You're not wrong. Like, Biggs is totally fucking Charlie Sheen. Like, hands down, no questions.
How's this? I won't take that. Oh, yeah. You picked a fight with the wrong guy. I hope it's something useful.
It's all about having the right tool for the job. It's all about having the right tool for the job. That was your last mistake.
Cha-ching. Boom shakalaka.
They bit off more than they could chew.
That's right, give me them frozen ribeyes. Num 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 num.
I'm not much for backing down from a fight.
But yeah, so there's lots of things I want to see happen with Reunion. Lots and lots of things. I'm very, very curious about how this is all going to turn out.
There. How about this?
Kamehameha! Oh, that's not good. That's actually real fucking bad.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle. Too late.
Is that a smile I see, Leanne?
What? Was I smiling?
Yeah, oof, oof indeed. I have a feeling we have a boss. Yeah, this is gonna be a boss. Not a boss.
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
I'm okay with this though.
Game over.
You shouldn't make fun.
Come on, pop up in the air, jerkwad. There we go.
Tough, don't you?
You picked the fight. How's this? Not hit.
Alright, heading to bed. You guys have a good night. Alright, night, Plexu. Hope your guys' potluck goes good and make sure you sleep well. Nice.
Easier, right?
Fuck, man, we're gonna have so much money if I sell all this. Thank you, you're welcome. And thanks again for the subby.
Do this just like
Look at it this way. At least you'll
it won't take that long. You picked a fight with
Break the front shield. There we go. No, you only told me that you had kind of figured out what you wanted to play. You didn't actually tell me what you were thinking on here.
That wasn't so hard on us.
So what you got for your class here, buddy? Like what's your build? What's your character? I am intrigued. An Echo Knight fighter. Okay. Rob's a Dampier. Okay. Alright. Say there, we might have to get a specific book to make that happen, but I'll look into it. Not an edgelord, I promise. It's not in Tasha's. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I have to double check it. I think it's in Wildmount. Unless you want to double check it right now.
Won't take much to beat these into submission.
But honestly, as far as a build and whatnot, I like the hell out of the idea. Like, in my opinion, it also, It works out nicely in a lot of ways. Let me put it that way. Because like an Echo Knight with a Dompier, which you know has vampire heritage, like very much makes me think of like um makes me think of Alucard's
Lousy skull. You picked a fight with the wrong.
abilities in like Helsing Ultimate.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You know what? I wonder if I can freeze this mother.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't hit. I can read your every move. You want some of this?
Well, and I froze Zephyr. This one says it's in the regular 5e handbook. Never mind. Okay. Well, sweet. Like I said, we will... Oh, never mind. That was Eldritch. Yeah, that's a different thing. Eldritch Knight is still pretty cool, though. But no, yeah, we can look into getting, we can look into getting Wild Mount. Like I said, I want you guys to be able to make what you want to make so that we can maybe get this turned into a bigger thing. So... let's do this one.
Isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't hit. Just when I thought I couldn't possibly get any better.
Shit. Also, yeah, I saw that and was like, those two are made for each other. No, exactly. Like, I fully agree with your thought process there. Nope, this is gonna end badly.
I'm not much for running.
Not to mention, the wizard, because Echo Knight is one of Matt Mercer's classes. And he's also got... He's got a wizard class. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it basically works with, like, gravity and time. That's also really neat. Yeah, Dunamancy. The magic is called Dunamancy, I think. But yeah, it's a very he definitely rocked that one. It was a very cool idea that they had come up with there.
Eat this.
You shouldn't make fun.
Motherfucker.
How's this?
I'm gonna try to light this motherfucker on fire.
How about this?
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
You don't want to miss this.
There.
My house.
You want some of this?
I won't take that one.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can.
I'm working here.
Don't move it.
You're gonna swim in your own blood.
Okay, obviously fire's not really working. Let's try hollow points.
Game over.
Too late.
I'm working here.
Lousy scar.
You want some?
You're gonna swim in your own blood.
You picked a fight.
Who do you think you're messing with?
My house.
You shouldn't make fun.
Stupid blob.
Eat this.
How about this?
There we go.
They break too easy.
Yeesh. Yay, now we're on to Silver Rink.
This the spot?
Money and scratch off from the weak. That's the law.
Let's see, there you go. Knock the hat off. Oh, well, howdy there, Lyra. How's things going? Also, if I stop chatting all of a sudden, that means I've lost power. Oh no, you guys got yourself a big old storm rolling through, huh? But yes, we are doing some Resonance of Fate. Back, I'm gonna head out and go stream, man. Hey, Lunar, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I appreciated it greatly, good sir. Hope you enjoy yourself and have a good rest of your night.
Put me and Zephyr to shame.
Been doing good. Last day of my short break before my longer break. Got lots of chores done. Very nice. It's always good to get the choring done. Got any plans for your longer break that you're going on? Did a deep clean of the room, worked out, got your car AC fixed. Ooh, did you just need to recharge your AC, or was it like legitimately busted? Eat a lot of good food for the long break. Very nice, very nice. Air conditioning fan had something stuck in it. Oof. Caused a whistling sound whenever I ran the fan. Ooh, no. I mean, there's a couple things that I could think of that could be, but yeah, none of them end well if you don't get them. Oh yeah, see, it's not that they're hard fixes, it's just if you don't go get it fixed, it can turn into something really bad. That's what I meant. Man, that UI is a lot more outdated than I remember. Yes, the UI in this game is old, but you know what? It's an oldie but a goldie. Just stuck whatever was there. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always go for maintenance right away. Expensive, but cheaper than buying a new car. Exactly. And while I do have some mechanical skills myself, and I know people that will do things for free, I prefer the speed of taking my shit into a shop. So long as it's a reliable shop, that is. Like, luckily I've got a guy who's been pretty reliable. Oh shit, we actually got it. Nice, Lyra. Good. I'm glad to hear things are going well. Did you see all my new emotes? I got new emotes. Oh yeah, so those are all the. Hang on, I'll show off here for a second, because those are the follower ones. Dun. So got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So those are all the other ones. Yeah, they're all so good. I know. My artist, she's freaking number one, she's freaking awesome, in my opinion. And number two, she was having a big old sale on Fiverr. So I got like
Remember this.
because all the animated ones also come as static emotes. So each of the animated's technically like a 2-for-1. Yeah, Yumi did a great job. Absolutely love how a bunch of those turned out.
How about this?
Might commission them too if you need more emotes. Yeah. Although I won't lie, I like how you make a lot of your emotes though. Like if I was a little more tech savvy, I would probably make some more of my own as well. Son of a bitch.
For a second, you're winning this. Remember this. For a second, you're winning.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay. I'm gonna have to get kinda spicy here. See if we can make this work. Nope. Spicy no work. Spicy no work. I get some of them from all over the place, but the more recent ones are from VGen. Yeah. I've done. That's where I found the guy who did my PNG. I found him on VGen. Fiverr and VGen, I like how both of those sites work. To be perfectly honest, they're pretty solid on how they everything is ran and whatnot. Fine, fine, fine. Fine. Gotta try to be strategic about this. Can't wait till I have a second submachine gun.
From the weak. That's the law.
You missed me. You missed it earlier though, Lyra. I was going off about things that I want to see happen in FF7 Reunion. You missed the giant Final Fantasy discussion. Yes. Most of it's just like kind of fanboy stuff, but I have ideas.
You gotta sit back. This is it. Too late for regrets.
I want Sane Cloud, both dead and living Zack. Why dead and living? Aerith and Zack happy ending. Yes, that's one thing I want. Wonder what they're gonna do with Seth though. They're giving him way too much backstory. So I don't know, my wild idea. Yeah, see, with that much backstory, I think that he gets a redemption arc. So, I mean, the backstory stuff, because of the mobile game and all that, might just be because A, Sephiroth sells well. But B, if we have Zack dropping in and out of timelines, then there's no reason why we can't potentially have Angeal drop in and out of timelines. And the Yuffie DLC is involving Deep Ground, and Deep Ground is involved with Project G, because at the end of Dirge of Cerberus, I know if you get like the secret ending, they talk about like updates to Project G, which means like Genesis might still be alive. Yeah, Genesis, right? Yeah, exactly. So, I'm kind of thinking... Well, yeah, Genesis... Well, he's definitely still alive. But, like, it depends on if he's stuck inside a tank or not. But essentially, what I want to see is Cloud and the gang somehow get Genesis to reject Genova. And then maybe we'll get to see a fight where you have Zack, Cloud, Genesis, and Sephiroth, and maybe Angeal fighting against Genova in order to free Sephiroth from Genova's grip. Maybe. I mean, like I said, I was crossing into major fanboy territory because I really like all the first class soldiers, and it would definitely be a dream come true to have all of them do some big ass fight. Oh yeah, we did get to fight as Zack, Cloud, and Sephiroth for the simulator fights. Though I haven't done those since I've heard they're super hard. I haven't dived back into Rebirth since I beat it on stream. So I need to go back through and potentially check some of those fights out, as well as try to make sense of a couple things, because my memory's starting to fail me.
What's it like beyond this world?
Like, I'm halfway thinking. So, like, at the end of Remake, you know, you get the Aerith, like, opens up the door and they, like, essentially jump into a different timeline, right? Like, that's the accepted theory at the moment. And so when she does that, that's when you get all the weirdness with the holy materia and how it's blink instead of not blink, and how Red and Aerith are having problems recalling knowledge that they knew before they jumped through the fucking portal thing. But when you go to the City of Ancients, you get another moment where there's almost a gate again, which makes me think that we jumped back over to the original timeline. And that's why that's why the situation with Aerith then somehow, yeah, like the way we go back and forth. Yeah, exactly. So the way they go back and forth, the sky. There's also the fact that technically we see Zack in 4 or 3 failed timelines. And in each of those things, they specifically show Stamp, and how Stamp is a different dog in every single one of those timelines. So it's all very up in the air right now, and I've got to take a closer look at some stuff and come up with some more concrete theories. But yes, I can't wait either. I want to see how they do it. I want to see Nomura pull some major shenanigans on us, and hopefully we get our happy endings and all of that stuff. And honestly, I would love to see a Sephiroth redemption arc.
Money and scrap.
You're going down.
Like, I would be 100% okay with a Sephiroth redemption arc.
Part with no bite.
Wonder where that leaves the whole Seph and Cloud rivalry after, if he does get the redemption arc, considering he comes back from pure hatred of Cloud alone or something. So, no, the whole idea with Advent Children is Sephiroth is defeated and therefore re-enters the live stream. But he's so contaminated with Genova cells that Genova is starting to contaminate the rest of the live stream, which is then leaking back into the living world through the geostigma. since it's all a cycle. In order to survive in the live stream, he also tosses out his memories, except those related to Cloud or something. It was in the light novel. Never read it myself, but skimmed through some summaries of it. It has been a minute. Okay, so I didn't know about the light novel, but that would make sense with the way that they're combining all of that type of media into one thing. Considering there's all this other stuff that came from light novels and whatnot. And as for why he chooses to focus on Cloud, I mean, Cloud is still the one who killed him. Overall. On the first death. So it makes sense that he would hyper fixate on Cloud.
How about this?
Yeah, so gonna be weird seeing Cloud and Sephiroth get along like normal people if he gets redeemed. And after Sephiroth went out of his way to quote Cloud's mom's dying words to him. No, so I don't think that there is the potential of a Sephiroth redemption arc where Sephiroth then stays in the living world. However, we've seen that the live stream is more than just the river of energy, right? Like, souls kind of remember who they are until they're reborn. So I'm thinking that might be where Sephiroth gets his redemption, is that maybe Sephiroth will turn against Jenova in the live stream and maybe stop Advent Children from happening. Or maybe that's why Kuja, or well, Kadaj and all that stuff, even comes to light. Like maybe that's why those three even come to life in the first place, is because, or maybe they can swing it this way anyways. So, like the idea would be Sephiroth gets his redemption arc, and he works in the live stream to try to purge Jenova out of the live stream. And then they could work in Advent Children by saying that Jenova then creates Yazoo, Kadaj, and Yahoot. So then they pick up where Sephiroth leaves off, maybe, and it just turns into a bunch of other shit, but who knows. You know, that's kind of what the light novel in Final Fantasy 15 did. Light novel turns the last parts of 15 into a vision for Ignis. Arden teams up with the boys, and in some afterlife space, Arden helps them kill Bahamut or something like that, while the boys work on the side of the living. If I'm not completely remembering things. You know what? I can see that happening because if Ignis has a vision, of it and whatnot, especially after his DLC and whatnot, which I haven't ever played his DLC actually. So that's going to be something I got to do on stream when I finally get to that point. But if it is Ignis having a vision and all that, it is Bahamut, as far as I know, considering Bahamut is also what drags Noctis in and has like kind of been orchestrating this whole thing. I can see how they would make that work, though. It's not in his DLC, though, just the light novel. Well, no, I just mean the idea of, you know, Ignis being blind and stuff. And it kind of follows in with the whole idea that the blind see more than those who aren't blind type thing. And it's just, there's good symbolic stuff there, essentially. Especially because in his DLC, which I know is technically an alternate ending, or alternate timeline, where he uses the ring. And that's something he's not supposed to use, like he's not supposed to ever like use it, right? So, you know, it makes sense that by doing something like that, maybe Ignis would gain something from that, kind of, which I know it's an alternate thing, but it all just kind of makes sense symbolically, I guess. Yeah, the light novel follows the more traditional FF route where God was the enemy the whole time. I'm not against that, you know what? Like, I did not... I didn't like how... I feel like a lot of the summons, other than Titan and Leviathan, were very just kind of glossed over in 15. Like, way glossed over. And then, like, Bahamut, you know, like, Bahamut's just waiting at the end of Noctis's journey and then sucks him into the capsule and makes him wait. Yeah, and Shiva's already dead by the time you see her. Exactly, like, I do feel like the summons kind of got the shaft. Although the fight against Ifrit is pretty dope. Like, that's kind of what I imagine fighting Ifrit would really be like. With all the hellfire and shit going on everywhere, like... But I definitely feel like they tried, like, the original plan with 15 was definitely to trickle truth a lot of overall lore in that game, and they never really got a chance to do it. And I feel like it could, if that was the plan, like, I really wish I would have put up with delays if they would have done that. Like, if that would have been the end result, I would have gladly dealt with delays. But then again, I will gladly deal with delays anyway, so if I don't have to deal with the buggy ass piece of shit game. Sonic 06. Oh no! Missed that last bit. Crap! Okay, what was the last thing you heard then, so I know where to pick my rant back up at? It's like the whole time you were gone, I was talking. Uh. Oh no! Just around the time when you read Shiva's dead. Okay. So, like I was saying, I feel like the summons definitely got glossed over in not a good way. I also feel like that based off of the way that they trickle truth a lot of the lore in that game already, I feel like the greater lore involving a lot of stuff in that world in general, I feel like maybe the plan was to trickle more of it in, but then they couldn't because of deadlines.
That was your mistake. Too late for regrets. I'm on a roll.
At which point I would say that I would have gladly dealt with delays if we would have been able to get a more cohesive, greater world. Yeah, see, like, the fact that Ifrit is just randomly fucking there. Like, why? Like, give me some answers here, damn it. So, if they would have delayed the game, but it resulted in a more cohesive, greater lore of the world, more shit about the summons and why they're doing what they're doing currently, and maybe an alternate ending where alternate ending where Noctis and Lunafreya don't, end up happy in the afterlife together or something. Which apparently, the light novel did. But apparently there was extra backstory there that the producer that took over after the previous one didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that. Like apparently Ifrit is the one who unleashed the Star Scourge in the first place. Oh. See? This would have added a lot more depth to a lot of parts of Final Fantasy 15.
I've been enjoying this.
Also got to look for a bit. Okay, Lyra. Oh, carbon monoxide stuff freaking out from the power outage. Ugh. There's really not any sound in the world that's worse than fucking fire alarms and monoxide alarms. Stupid other elephant got in the way.
How about this? So long.
Another one bites the dust.
There we go. Come on. I want to definitely finish with this arena shit tonight. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Do this just like all the rest, and everything will be fine.
Stinking Orifants.
Going down.
Alright, we gotta get Vacheron out of there. There we go. Mother fricker.
How about this?
Stupid shields. I was really hoping to not have to use armor-piercing rounds on these guys, but or to speed this process up, I might. I think we need to replace those detectors. Apparently, it's the faulty ones that think there's a fire when there's a power outage. I mean, maybe? I mean, just the fact that, like, sometimes they, in my experience, sometimes they just need to be reset. If they don't need to be reset, you might need to change the battery if it's one that uses a battery, or it might be legitimately faulty. Yeah, I've dealt with a couple of fire alarm issues, largely because at my grandparents' house, they've got those really overly sensitive ones that will get set off by even like shower steam. Which is infuriating, to say the least. Like, nothing's worse than being like, oh yeah, getting out of the shower and you feel all good and clean. Open the door and because, oh, your shower steam drifted out the door and set the fucking fire alarm off. But yeah, so it all just depends on the setup that you currently have in your place. Because I've seen setups where the alarms are hardwired into the electricity of the apartment, which is a thing sometimes. But then I've seen the other stuff happening as well. So, just all depends.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
So long.
F you.
How about this? Now we're talking.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, just the way I likes it.
There we go. We're getting all sorts of good stuff. Two, three, four. So we got 3 more battles. We can do this, and then we'll finish it out for the fuck. I was hoping to not have to use a bunch of these.
Don't move a muscle. Eat some of
How's this? There. I won't take that lying down. You shouldn't make fun.
There we go.
scratch.
There isn't a weapon made that a real pro. It's all about having the right tool for the job. You're hard to miss. That was your last mistake. And scrap.
Alright. Don't need more of those.
Lousy scum. How about this? Pick the fight with the wall. There. I won't take that lying down.
Straight to
Perfect.
Don't believe for a second you're winning this. There isn't a weapon made that a real pro can. You're hard to miss. Would it kill them to need something a little nicer for us?
eat dirt. One-way ticket down.
You shouldn't make fun.
Cha-ching.
It'll get easier, right?
Let's see here.
Let's get this over with.
This is what you showed me.
Okay. Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay, we can take the armor piercing rounds off because I definitely don't want to overuse those. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better.
I wish I could have seen what it's like up
Another one bites the dust.
Right. Last fight for the night.
You want me on
Ooh, and maybe we can do this in a twofer.
Hey, save it, why don't you?
No, no twofer. No twofer.
there? How's this? We'll take that line.
I think you're enjoying this.
And scrap. I see right through. That was your mistake. I can reach your. You want some of this?
Gotcha.
To miss. And scrap.
Meaning?
And boom. And that is the end.
See what it's like up there. Just watch. Class act, start to finish. Hey there.
Yes, I am ready to trade some shit in. $15 more armor-piercing rounds for now. We'll get more later. Especially because... we need 500, 800, 1,000... like maybe 2,000 red ones. Oh, way more than that. So closer to like 3,500 red ones. Which is gonna take a while. So just for shits and giggles, I'm not gonna sell all the stuff yet. We'll look more into it later. But just for shits and giggles, I just want to see how much all this is gonna end up. Damn. So I could get 200,000 right now. Almost 300,000. I don't want to necessarily sell all of them. Well, I mean, I could. Really could. Even if I cut that down by half. If I did that much, it's still gonna put me at almost 200,000 in my pocket. However, those ones I want to keep. So we might end up doing that. Because there's a lot of customization that we've got to do with our guns. I think I've kind of maxed out the scope stuff for now. But there's a lot of room for barrel shit that we gotta deal with. And considering each of them parts ends up being a couple thousand a piece, it's gonna be a thing. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. But the extra damage is gonna be worth it. So next time we'll do all the other extra stuff. Because there's some world map optional fights that we need to go do. I think there's some side quests that are still popping up that we gotta go do. Not to mention that machine gun drum magazine is gonna be top tier. Alrighty, folks. Well, we are going to go ahead and call it a night there, though. I want to say thank y'all for tuning into the Flying T-Bar-C this evening. I really appreciate you guys' viewership. Whether you were chatting or whether you were lurking, I appreciate all y'all all the same. I will be back tomorrow with more Fantasy Friday, where we've been playing through the entirety of the Final Fantasy series. We are still clearing out extra stuff in Chapter 5. We'll see if we hit that 100% or not. If we don't, I have a feeling I know where we fucked up, but I don't know for sure. So it's going to be a thing for sure. But yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there. Good night, T-Bar. Hey, Gravy, thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around with me all night. I appreciate it, my friend. Make sure you get some rest and have yourself a good night, alright? Don't forget to check out the other socials though. YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky. YouTube is the announcements, or YouTube is the archive. Twitter, Blue Sky, where you guys find announcements. If you want to support me outside the stream, I set up Ko-Fi and Throne now. So, hey, you can go check that stuff out if you want to. Guys, always make sure you guys take care of yourselves before you try taking care of me. As for where we're rating out to, though, there's really only one option. Really only one option. Not really. There's actually several options. But we are going to go hit up the usual Thursday target, which is a Cherryholic XX. Sherry is a fuck spirit VTuber who is currently playing some Overcooked 2. Looks like she's collabing with Aria? Yeah. Aria Lily? But yeah, we're gonna head on over yonder that direction. So, with that raid timer now started, as always, folks, make sure you guys enjoy yourself some good food, some great drinks, even better company, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Happy trails, folks.